Welcome everyone to ROZZYDOZZY'S Life. Today I will be showing you guys how I'm going to make this delicious cheeseburger hand pie. So you guys come on and join me. I will be starting off by chopping up this garlic. I will not be using all of this garlic that you see here. Some of it will be for another recipe. Now get it as small as you can. And this is how small I needed them. So now I'm just going to go on ahead and chop up this sweet purple onion and chop that as small as you can as well. Here I just have some butter melting and I'm going to put the onions on top of that so I can get that to start cooking down just a little bit. And now I'm going to go on ahead and add in that delicious garlic. I love garlic. Please comment down below if you like garlic as well. So I'm just going to cook this just for a little bit just to get the smell out of the garlic. I want to smell it cooking. Now I'm going to go on ahead and put in my ground beef. And before I add my ground beef in here, I like to squish it all up because I do not like the part that looks like it's been grounded. I like to have it all smooth. So now I'm just chopping it up a little bit so I can go on ahead to get it to cooking down. I do not want big pieces of the ground beef. I want it to look pretty much like taco meat. And here I have put some salt on here, some Bahia Complete, and some pepper. This has absolutely no measurements, so just season to taste. Now I'm still trying to squish it down because I want all of the seasoning to get into all of the meat. So I'll just stir it up a little bit and then I'm just going to let it do what it do. And it is almost done at this time. So I'm just going to go on ahead and stir it a little bit and I'm going to let it do what it do. And now that it is done, I'm going to go on ahead and add in that Rotel. I used a mild can of Rotel. And you can use the spicy if you like or any other kind. It does not matter. This is just the tomato part. So now I'm just adding in the cheese. And this is Kobe Jack cheese. Such a good melting cheese, you guys. And the flavor is awesome. And so I'm just going to let this melt together. And then I'll be right back. And as you can see how it is melting, it is such a quick melting and smooth cheese. So just let all of that melt and you guys, that is a done deal. So make for sure that you do this part before you make your crust because you need for this part to be totally cool before you put it on your crust. So now I'm going to go on ahead and start my crust. I have 1 cup of flour. I also put in 1 teaspoon of sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, and a half a teaspoon of garlic. Put in a whole stick of butter, ice cold, you guys, and go on ahead and start working it. Make for sure that you get it into little pea-sized shapes before you start adding in your water. And we are there, so I'm going to go on ahead and get this all put together in a circle because I will then put in some sesame seeds, just like a burger. And I roasted some and left some raw. Now that that is added all in with the dough, I'm going to go on ahead and get it together so I can put the water in. Now make for sure your water is ice cold. It cannot be warm, lukewarm, or anything. It needs to be ice cold. And if it comes out away from the dough, just gather the water with the dough and bring it all together. Now be careful adding in too much water. You do not want to mess up your dough. All right, so now it's time for me to go on ahead and get this picked up so we can start putting down some flour so we can start rolling out this dough. They are ready to eat. I put flour on top so it does not stick to my hands and or the rolling pin. So just put it on top and kind of mash it all together. Not too much because you don't want to make your dough tough. You want it to be nice, buttery, and flaky. And so now that I have this all together, I'm going to go on ahead and start rolling this out. And you will see the sesame seeds inside of the dough as I roll it out and start cutting it. And you guys, this dough is totally awesome. You guys are going to love this dough. And I'm using a Cool Whip bowl because this is the perfect shape for any of my hen pies. Not too big and not too little. So I'm using a baker's spatula just to get it up. And look at that perfect dough. You see the sesame seeds? All right, I'm just going to continue on and I'll be right back. Okay, now it's time to fill them up with the cheeseburger filling. And so just put as much as it can hold. Not too much, you guys. You have to eyeball this one and fold it over and kind of pat it down all around the edges. And then you're going to fork it up. And please make for sure that you fork it real good so you can get all of it sealed all the way around. And if some juice happens to come out in this process, no worries. If juice happens to come out in the baking process, no worries. This is a no-fail meal or snack or whatever you want to call it. It is absolutely no fail. No matter how it looks, it's going to be delicious. And if you like to, you can also use the filling with bread. It is only cheeseburger hamburger, right? Hamburger, cheeseburger, y'all know what I'm talking about. And now I'm just giving it a good egg wash so it can come out golden brown. And you want to bake this at 375 for 25 to 30 minutes. You only want to get it golden brown because everything in the inside is done. You just want the crust to cook its way through. All right, that is perfect. So I'm going to put some extra sesame seeds on top so we will know that this is the cheeseburger hen pies. Now it's time to drop them in the oven. And here they are, you guys. I hope you guys try this and leave me a comment on how it turned out. And I plan to see you all on the next video. Please stay safe and always wash your hands and leave your shoes at the door. Check out that crust. All right, you guys, until next time, I am out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Tell all your friends about your girl, ROZZYDOZZY. And always cut on your notifications by hitting that bell. Until next time, bye-bye.